Okay, my friends, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Tuesday. Probably none of you feel like doing 2 classes in one day, but just in case, I have my first embodiment class tonight. So 7 to 8:30, and it's just like 30 to 40 minutes of yoga and movement, and then 30, 40 minutes of breath work, and then 15, 20 minutes of sound bowls. It's a whole experience. Yeah, if you'd like to come, I'd love to have you. 7 to 8:30. Just show up. It's donation based. So, and then let's see what else. Here, yes, here in this space. And then anything else that I can think of right now? I don't think so. So let's go with that. Do yoga. Any questions? Okay. I'm here this week. I'm here next week. And then I'm out to Morocco for like 12 days. So catch me before I go if you can. All right. Let's go ahead and get started just in a comfortable seat. So if you want to take any little bits of movement, stretches, just kind of get your wiggles out. And I also like to feel into my body and get some physical feedback right away. So just feeling into, how's your spine? How are your shoulders? How do your hips feel? And then eventually find your way to stillness. Settle into your seated meditation. Close your eyes. Place your hands somewhere intentionally. So maybe they rest in your lap. Palms face up for a little more receptivity. Palms face down for a little more grounding. Maybe hands to your heart. Maybe one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And with your eyes closed, just start to feel into what's going on in your inner world. So physically, what's there, and then going a layer deeper, energetically, what's there, emotionally, what's present. So we're not trying to change or fix or control, but we're just simply noticing how we are. And start to notice the rise and fall of your breath, the expansion and contraction of each inhale, each exhale. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. And just take a moment to pause and feel this fullness inside of your body, this expansiveness, this spaciousness. When you're ready, big open mouth sigh, let it go. Ah. Do that again. Inhale, fill up. Really inhabit your body with your breath. Maybe sit up taller, take up more space. And then sigh it out. Let it go. Ah. Last time, biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. And just like you're waking yourself up from the inside out. Feel this aliveness inside of you. Open mouth sigh, let it go. Ah. As you are ready, come forward to your hands and your knees and start to move your body in whatever way feels good. So maybe cat-cow undulations, maybe circles with your hips, anything that calls to you. And as you begin exploring your physical body, as you move in your own way, start to really drop into your Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. And see if you can start to not only feel your breath, but also hear your breath. So start to create that oceanic sound, that gentle whisper noise. Yeah. And as you move, maybe you want to close your eyes. So if you have trouble getting out of your mind, if you find yourself looking around, wondering, what is everyone else doing? Do I look weird? Am I doing this right? That's the part we don't want to worry about. So close your eyes and just go inward. Feel from the inside, feel from your spine, from your shoulders, from your front body, back body, side bodies. Start to create space that was not there before, or that you didn't notice before. Breathe into those tight spaces, those hard edges. Beautiful, everybody. Yeah, and if you get really creative, there's probably a million ways you can move from your hands and your knees. So get out of your habitual ways of moving, get away from your patterns, and start to feel into new mobility. As you're ready in your next few breaths, downward facing dog. So you can start transitioning back in your own time and even in your own way. So if there's some way you want to transition, maybe move through a vinyasa, maybe hover your knees in tabletop and then slowly pick your hips up and lift them back. Yes, very nice. And then once you're in your down dog, keep exploring, keep feeling around. Big deep breaths. So use your inhales to create a sense of lightness, to create a sense of buoyancy from the inside. Use your exhales to find your center. So really strong exhalations all the way to empty. And at the end of every exhale, see if you can feel that navel to spine connection, what we call Uddiyana Bandha. Nice poses, you guys. You can have a big bend in your knees if that feels better. You can press your heels towards the ground if that feels skillful for you, beneficial for you. See if you can feel that invisible rope that's attached to your belly button. It's pulling up towards the ceiling and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So find that lift that comes from your center. Take one more great big breath. And then at the end of your exhale, just slowly curl your hands to the back of your yoga mat until you find yourself in a forward fold. So eventually all the weight is in your feet about hips width distance apart, or maybe even a little wider for this first one. Make sure all of your toes face directly forward. So you're not pigeon-toed, you're not duck-footed. Inhale to a halfway lift position. And then pause right here, and we're going to move into a twist. So bend your left knee a lot, left fingertips to the ground or left hand to a block, right arm to the sky. See if you can stay really rooted through the inner edge of your right foot, and then draw your right hip back towards the back of the room. Reach forward through the crown of your head so your spine is long. Twist from your center. So breathe into your belly and use your exhale to twist. Maybe gaze up at your right fingertips. One last round. Nice, Tammy. Good, Paul. End of your exhale, unwind and switch sides. So right knee bends a lot. Right fingertips on the ground or right hand on a block. Left arm up. Stay rooted through the inner edge of your left foot as you drag your left hip back. You're in a halfway lift with a twist, not a forward fold with a twist. So feel the length in your spine. Yeah, breathe down into your belly. Use your exhale to twist a little further. Awesome, Sophia. One last round. And then end of your exhale, let it go, unwind. Take a moment just to be in your fold, maybe a ragdoll pose, grab opposite elbows, maybe hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull and give the back of your neck some traction. Perhaps you sway side to side or bob, bounce up and down. Keep your weight forward in your feet. So if I had a little piece of paper and I wanted to slide it underneath your heels, you could lift your heels really, really easily. They're very light on the ground. Use the strength in your core to lift your butt, your sit bones higher. Crown of your head a little closer to the earth. Take one more big, huge breath. Next time you inhale, find your halfway lift position. So spine nice and long. Good, Brenda. Back of your neck long. Exhale, fold and bow. Do that again. Inhale, halfway lift. So really stick your butt out, press back through the tops of your thighs and broaden your sit bones. Exhale, fold, let it go, release. This time, all the way to stand. So come through your halfway lift and keep rising, arms to the sky. Try to touch the ceiling with your fingertips. Hands to your heart as you exhale. Flow with your breath for a moment. Inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. Swan dive down. So heart leads, slow dive all the way down into your full nice Makai. As you breathe in, halfway lift. So feel that length in your spine, parallel to the ground. Exhale, let it go. Fold, empty all the way out. Feel your connection to center, navel to spine, reverse swan dive. Arms to the sky. Inhale, maybe even gaze up. Hands to your heart, exhale. One more, just like that. Make it a meditation in motion. Arms reach up, breathe in. What can you notice? Feel your neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Exhale, stick your butt out, heart forward, all the way down. Bend your knees if you feel it in your low back. With your inhalation, Ardha Uttanasana. Awesome, Charles. So feel the length in your spine, back of your neck. Feel the strength in your back body, your connection to center. There's so much. Exhale, let it go. Fold. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart all the way to stand. Arms reach up, breathe in. And hands to heart, breathe out. Nice work, friends. This time, inhale, take your arms to the sky. Let's bring our hands behind our back as we exhale. Interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades. Hug your spine. If you want more intensity, press your palms, bend your elbows, and imagine your elbows are magnetized. See if you can start to reach your hands back away from your body. See if you can create just a little back bend by lifting your heart. So not your head, but your heart. Hug in with your inner thighs and gently press your hips forward. Breathe into the front of your heart. Feel the space in the front of your shoulders. Take one more inhale. Now hands stay clasped. Exhale, hinge at your hips all the way down. Forward fold, fingers interlace. About 2 or 3 breaths. So relax your neck, let your head be heavy. Maybe shake your head, yes, no. See if you can lift your sit bones up by engaging through your core. See if you can lift your knuckles up, possibly even start to reach them forward. One more big in-breath. Awesome job. Exhale, hands to your low back. Release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position, realign your spine. And then from here, plant your fingertips or your palms and slowly, mindfully crawl forward into a plank pose. So top of a push-up, good. Shoulders over wrists, hips level with shoulders. Take an inhale right there in your plank. And then as you exhale, just lift your hips and press them back, downward facing dog. Maybe it feels good to bend your knees a lot. So lengthen your spine, feel that connection to center. Inhale, come forward. See if you can come way forward. So you're in plank pose, maybe on your tippy toes, push the ground away. Exhale, lift your hips, press them back. It's like that rope is pulling up and tugging back. This time, inhale, come forward, high plank. You can modify by coming to your knees if you want. Halfway down, chaturanga hold. Exhale, strong arms, strong belly. Nice, Kate. Inhale, push back up, high plank. And then as you exhale, stretch it out. Take it back, down dog. Good work with your breath. One more time like that. Inhale, rock forward, high plank or modified. Exhale, halfway down. Hold until you're emptying your breath. Nice, Mariah. And then inhale, push back up. Good, Karen. Back to down dog as you exhale, stretch it out. This time, inhale, rock forward, your variation of plank, and then your variation of chaturanga. So all the way down. Move into a back bend variation of your choice. Feel free to take an extra couple breaths. So baby cobra, full cobra, Spider-Man, Sphinx. When you're ready, downward facing dog, no rush. Nice job, friends. So moving from the inside out rather than the outside in, feeling rather than thinking. Once you're back in your down dog, big spacious breaths, Ujjayi breaths. Nice job. If you want, you can turn it into a turbo dog, bend your elbows, hug them in towards one another. So almost like dolphin, but your forearms are just hovering above the ground. Feel all that strength in your arms and your shoulders. If you want, you can move around and explore a little bit again. If you're perfect right where you're at, feel into the rise and fall of your breath. Feel into those little tiny micro adjustments on the inside. So the ones I can't see, but you can feel. So this is your practice. You're in your body. You're the only person that knows how your body feels. Feel into it. Notice what it's trying to tell you. Make little adjustments to be more efficient or more skillful in your body. So what does that mean to you? What does that look like for you? Maybe bending your knees more. Maybe spreading your fingers wider, or taking your hands out a little wider. Take one more big inhale into your down dog, friends. This time as you exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop forward, fold, top of your space. Once you have arrived, find your halfway lift position, breathe in. Beautiful, nice, Eileen. Exhale, fold and bow. Press into your feet, lead with your heart all the way up. Rise, arms to the sky, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms up. And then this is a little bit funky. We're gonna sit back into a chair pose with a twist to the right. So left arm forward and right arm back. As you bend your knees, weight in your heels. So try your best to keep the crown of your head pretty upright. So like you're drawing it up towards the ceiling rather than leaning forward. Broaden through the fronts of your shoulders. If your feet are hips width distance apart, squeeze an invisible block in between your inner thighs. If your big toes are touching, squeeze your inner thighs together. See if you can sit a little lower and then twist a little further. Take just one more breath. Very good. Next time you inhale, back to center, arms to the sky, reach up and stretch. As you exhale, other side. So sit back, twist to the windows, to the left side of the room, right arm forward, left arm back. As much as you're able to, twist from your center. So feel your core working. Every exhalation, that's your invitation to twist just a little further from your inside. Weight in your heels. Knees are nice and even with one another. So squeeze your invisible block or squeeze your inner thighs. Take one more breath. Inhale, back to center, high mountain reach up and stretch. As you exhale, baby back bend. So cactus your arms, squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, lift your heart, curl open. Inhale, re-extend, realign. So feel your neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Exhale, swan dive down, stick your butt out, heart forward all the way down into your fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, feel into that length. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa however you would like. So you can add or subtract anything, you can skip it completely. Substitute cat-cow, eventually back to down dog. Big deep breath. Nice reach. All right, so feel and hear your Ujjayi. Next, inhale, take your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Take a moment to be in your three-legged dog. If you want to, feel free to open your hip or explore a little bit in your own way. So if you want to roll out your ankles, circle your knees, anywhere you want to go to feel into this pose, or maybe you just stay right where you're at and really breathe into that space. Push down through your fingertips, press up with your right foot. Nice job, everybody. Awesome, Paul. Take one more big inhale, stretch your right leg long, maybe even spread your toes. Now exhale, right knee to your nose, so curl in and round your spine. Stay here, breathe in, push the ground away and see if you can lift higher through your waistline. Round your back. Now step forward. Nice, Charles. Take a moment to just feel into your legs today. So maybe you want to straighten your front leg. Maybe you want to bring your back knee down, open your front hip. High crescent lunge in your next couple breaths. Beautiful. Good awareness. So strong foundation through your legs, front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot, hips are square. So think of pulling your front hip back and your back hip forward. So you feel midline, you feel that connection to center, navel to spine. Lift your heart, reach up through your fingertips, maybe even lift your gaze. Beautiful. Soften your face. Feel your breath. Feel your body. Feel your body in this pose, in this moment. Take one more big inhale here. As you exhale, we've got another twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. Bend your back knee to a hover. If you want to modify, your back knee can come down ever so gently to the ground. If your back knee is hovering, imagine you're trying to pull your back thigh forward, and at the same time, you're trying to pull your front hip back. Squeeze your inner thighs. Breathe down into your belly. Use your exhale to twist just a little further. Maybe gaze back over your right fingertips. One more deep breath. Inhale, warrior two. So switch it up. Right arm forward, left arm back. Pivot your back heel down and open your hips towards the windows. Open your heart, your shoulders. Yeah. So everything is open towards the left side of the room. Only things going forward, your right toes, your right knee, your right arm, and perhaps your gaze. If you want, sometimes I like to close my eyes here and feel this pose from the inside. Feel your neutral pelvis. Feel that little tone in your low, deep abdominals. Wrap your right butt cheek underneath you and track your right knee towards your pinky toe. Next time you inhale, legs stay the same. Reach forward as far as you can. See if you can even slide your ribs forward. And then right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky, side angle. So make sure you don't collapse and close off. Your heart stays open. Your hips stay open. Your shoulders stay open. If you want, you can reach your left arm forward towards me. So lengthening through your left side. Half bind or full bind if it's in your practice and you feel ready to go there. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek. Keep pressing into the outer edges of both feet. Imagine your heart wants to look up. So work that with your awareness, with your intention, with your breath. Take about 2 more wherever you're at. Really good, you guys. Next time you breathe in, press through your feet, rise all the way up, reach both arms up, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. And as you exhale, swan dive down, wide-legged forward fold. Go anywhere you would like for about 5 deep breaths. So you can hang out, just breathe, feel, notice. Or maybe you want to explore, maybe you want to get creative, maybe you want to get playful. You can take Skandasana, you can take a twist, you can take headstand, handstand, hops. Lots of options. Or be right where you are at and simply breathe. Awesome, you guys. Take about 2 more. Open mouth exhales, always welcome. So anytime you feel something kind of stuck or heavy or dense, just breathe into it and sigh it out your mouth. Next time you inhale, halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need to. Start to crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. You're in a low lunge position. From here, listen, 3-legged down dog, right leg to the sky. Inhale. You can go straight to down dog or exhale, rock forward. Your variation of plank to chaturanga. So you can hover your right leg if you want to. You do not have to. Inhale into your back bend. You're welcome to stay for an extra breath or 2. Downward facing dog is where we will eventually meet up. So find your way back and then find your breath. Feel your body. Feel perhaps your right side versus left side. Is there a difference? Inhale, take your left leg to the sky. And then go ahead, if there's a way you want to explore on this side, you're welcome to, or just stay where you're at and use your breath to really lengthen. Press down into your fingertips, lengthen through your side bodies, lift from your center. Breathe. Nice, you guys. Everybody extend your left leg as long as you can. Maybe even spread through your left toes. One last inhale here. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So round your spine, scoop out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in, shoulders over wrists on your back, tippy toes, and then exhale, step forward softly, low lunge. Give yourself a moment to just feel your legs, to stretch, to move, explore. Maybe all you do is close your eyes. Just put your awareness in your legs and breathe. It can be super simple. Next couple of rounds, crescent lunge. Rise up and settle in, no hurry. So to find stability, you have to commit to the pose. You have to find that hugging in. So hips square, pull your front hip back hip forward. Imagine those long femur bones in your thighs. You want to plug them into the hip sockets. So you want to feel like everything is integrated here. That's what we call the integrity of the pose, the structure, the strength, the foundation. And then your upper body is your expression. Feel into that. Lift your heart, lengthen your side bodies, maybe even gaze up. Take one more inhale, reach through your fingertips. And then with your exhale, twist to the left. So right arm forward, left arm back knee bends to a hover. Try not to lean forward. So keep the crown of your head reaching straight up towards the sky. Imagine you want to drag your backside forward towards me. At the same time, you're trying to drag your front hip back. Breathe down into your belly. Use your exhale to twist from the inside. Maybe one more round to twist just a little further. Gaze over your back, fingertips if you want more. And then open it up, warrior two, facing the opposite wall. So left arm forward, right arm back. Pivot your back heel down if you need to. Look down at your feet. Maybe adjust. Front heel intersects back arch or lines up with your back toes. Front butt cheek wraps underneath you. Your front knee tracks towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing inward. Next time you breathe in, reach forward. Try to touch the front wall. Slide your rib cage and then just tip it over. Left hand towards the ground, right arm towards the sky. Everything stays open. So as you bend deeply into your front knee, keep wrapping your left butt cheek underneath your body and opening your heart. Maybe right arm towards the front of the room, lengthening through your right side, maybe a half bind or a full bind. Couple more breaths, your pose, your expression. Your heart wants to look up. So rather than closing down, open up. Breathe into every little space. Nice job. Beautiful poses. Next time you inhale, press into your feet, rise, both arms to the sky, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, swan dive down, wide-legged forward fold anywhere you would like to go. You can do what you did before, something completely different. Slow, deep breath. Soft through your face, through your jaw, through your forehead. Last couple of rounds. Feel free to exhale out your mouth. Inhale, halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground. Bend your knees if needed. And then as you exhale, crawl your hands to the top of your space. So back to a low lunge. From here, three-legged down dog. Take your left leg back and up. Straight to down dog or exhale, rock forward. Your variation of plank to chaturanga. Inhale into your heart opener of choice. Extra breath or two if you want it. Eventually downward facing dog. Find your breath, reconnect. All right, we'll move through that entire sequence. Couple more times, one breath, one movement. So just like a moving meditation. Doesn't mean we speed through it with momentum. It means we move slowly and intentionally with our slow, deep breaths. If at any time you want to take a break or move on your own or do your own thing, always, that is fine with me. This is your practice. So give yourself what you need. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog, take one more great big inhale into your down dog. As you exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, step or hop, forward fold. Once you have arrived, halfway lift, breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Root through your feet, lead with your heart all the way to stand, arms to the sky. Inhale, full body stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, here we go. Arms to the sky, breathe in. Chair pose, twist to your right. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Bend your knees, weight in your heels. Inhale, back to high mountain, stretch it out. Chair pose, twist to your left, right arm forward, left arm back, get low, twist as far as you can, knees stay nice and even. Inhale, back to center, arms reach up. Baby back bend, cactus your arms, curl open, make it come from your mid and your upper back. Arms re-extend, spine realigns, inhale. And then swan dive with your exhale all the way down, forward fold. Beautiful, halfway lift position, breathe in. Nice, Karen, exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Chaturanga, try to keep that exhalation going. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Inhale, right leg to the sky, stretch it out, lengthen. Use your core strength, slowly, softly, exhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Crescent lunge, breathe in, rise. Get my cow, strong legs. Exhale, turbo twist to your right, left arm forward, right arm back knee bends to a hover. Inhale, warrior two, right arm forward, left arm back, pivot your back heel down. Side angle, exhale, reach forward, tip it over, empty out in your breath. Inhale, rise up, reach up, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Swan dive as you exhale all the way down, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. Halfway lift with your inhalation, fingertips on the ground, stick your butt out. Good, exhale, crawl your hands forward, back to a low lunge. With your inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high. Exhale, rock forward, your variation, plane to chaturanga. Heart lifts with your inhale. Hips lift with your exhale. Beautiful, left leg to the sky, breathe in, spread your toes, active through your left foot. Use your core as soft as you can, step your left foot through, low lunge. With your inhalation, crescent lunge, rise, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, turbo twist, right arm forward, left arm back knee bends, all the way to empty, ring out. Inhale, warrior two, open it up, left arm forward, right arm back heel down. And exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over, empty out in your breath. From the press of your feet, inhale, rise up, both arms reach up, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. With your exhale, swan dive down, all the way to empty, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. Halfway lift, fingertips down, inhale. Spider crawl your hands forward as you exhale, come back into your low lunge position. Three-legged with your inhale, left leg high, stretch it out.
straight to down dog, or exhale, rock forward, plank to chaturanga. Heart lifts with your in-breaths. Nice, Eileen, hips lift. Exhale, down dog. Just hang out for a moment. Give yourself a couple of rounds, maybe a couple open mouth sighs even. Pedal out your heels. Feel into your body. Slow, deep breaths. We've got one more time through. Listen for a few little additions, a few small changes this time. So stay present. Listen to my cues. Take them as invitations. One more inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze forward, step or float, top of your mat. Forward fold, halfway lift with your inhale. Exhale, bow. Root through your feet, reverse swan dive. Inhale, arms to the sky. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, inhale, stretch tall. Exhale, twist to your right, sit back into chair, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, back up, stretch and lengthen. Other side as you exhale, weight in your heels, butt goes back, twist from your center all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale, back up, reach. Exhale, work your back bend. Cactus your arms, curl open, lift your heart. Arms to the sky, realign, breathe in. Swan dive down, follow your breath all the way down into your fold. Beautiful, reach, halfway lift, inhale. Back of your neck long, gaze down. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Keep that exhale going as you lower. Strong arms, strong belly. Good, Jen, inhale, peel your heart open. Keep your shoulders down and back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Listen here, inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Inhale, three-legged, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Get as high as you can. Add a push-up if you want. Bend your elbows, don't let your butt drop. Inhale, back up, stretch and lengthen. Last one, knee to your nose, step forward as soft as possible, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms to the sky, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, turbo twist, left arm forward, right arm back, back knee bends. Warrior two, breathe in, open towards the windows, pivot your back heel down. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over, pause here. You can hang out in your side angle. You can turn it into a triangle, or you can turn it into a balancing half moon. Reach forward and float your back foot off the ground. So wherever you want to go, your pose, your expression, your exploration. Take about 2 more big, deep breaths. Awesome. If your back leg is lifted, strong and powerful. Everybody, see if you can land in a warrior two. So come back to warrior two as soft as possible. Settle in. We're going to inhale, reverse warrior. So front palm rotates up, reach back, make that feel good. Now exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, reach your arms to the sky, coming back to our flow. Swan dive as you exhale all the way down, wide-legged forward fold, navel to spine at the bottom of your exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in, fingertips down, bend your knees if needed. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, low lunge. And then three-legged down dog, right leg to the sky. Pause here, everybody, open up your right hip. Perfect, so bend your knee, stack your right hip on top of left. Nice, Mikkel, stay here. Or option to flip, right foot comes down behind you. Right arm forward, heart forward. Yeah, if there were a mirror at the front of the room, you wanna look at yourself in that mirror. Lift your heart, lift your hips. One last breath if you're in the back bend. And then everybody meet in regular down dog. So both feet, both hands on the ground, just walk it out for a moment. You can keep walking it out, or option to inhale, rock forward into plank or three-legged plank or modified plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips, and here we go, other side, left leg to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, or as close as you can come, push the ground away. Inhale, nice cape, back up, three-legged stretch. Left to left, aim high, aim for your armpit, maybe even add a push-up. Inhale, three-legged. And then last one, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, step forward softly. Rise, inhale, crescent lunge, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, turbo, right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends to a hover twist from your center, yes. And warrior two, inhale, left arm forward, right arm back heel pivots down. Exhale, side angle, reach forward and then tip it over. Pause in your side angle. You have options. Triangle if you want, or half moon if you'd like. Or maybe you stay in side angle and move into a variation of your own. So wherever you are at, make sure your breath can move through. Make sure your heart is open. Hips are open. Shoulders are open. Your back leg is lifted. Make it powerful and strong. One last round. Land in warrior two as soft as possible. So come back, settle in, find your breath. Next inhale, let's reverse our warrior. So front palm rotates up, reach back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach your arms up, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Swan dive down, exhale, all the way to empty. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. Halfway lift with your inhale. Fingertips on the ground. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, coming back to low lunge with your in-breath, three-legged dog. Unspread your left leg, take it up and back. Now open up your left hip, everyone. So bend your knee, reach it out and up. Stay right here, or option to flip your dog. Left foot comes down behind. Yeah, heart forward, hips up. Feel the strength in your back body. So those muscles around your spine, squeeze in and support your spine. Take one more round wherever you're at. Good work, everybody. Regular down dog. Nice, Sophia. Walk it out in your down dog for a moment. And you can stay in your down dog, keep walking it out. Or next, inhale, rock forward to high plank, option to hover left, option to modify. Exhale, chaturanga. Heart lifts as you breathe in. Hips lift as you breathe out. So everybody, either down dog, or if you'd rather, you can take child's pose or hero's pose. So give yourself a moment to just notice, to observe, to feel. Feel your breath, the expansion and contraction. If it's sped up, see if you can slow it down, smooth it out. Open mouth sighs if you want. And just softening where you can soften through your face, your shoulders. Just really reconnect to your strong, deep breath. As you are ready, friends, let's say in your next couple rounds, downward facing dog. Once you're back in your down dog, find your breath, powerful, strong. Not only can you feel it, but you can hear it as well. Take one more inhale into your down dog. Lift your hips a tiny bit higher. Exhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Step or hop, forward fold. Once you've arrived, halfway lift position, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Root through your feet. Take it all the way to stand, arms to the sky as you inhale. And then listen, exhale, hands to your hips. So hands on your hips, keep your right foot where it's at and step your left foot back about a foot or so, setting up for pyramid pose. So depending on how long your legs are, your stance might be a little longer. All 10 toes face forward, feet on 2 train tracks or 2 skis. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Take your arms to the sky. Inhale here, and as you exhale, twist to your right, left arm forward, right arm back. Twist from your center. So pull your right hip back, left hip forward. And each exhale, squeeze your inner thighs, maybe twist a little further, maybe even gaze back over your right fingertips. Try not to strain through your neck. Take one more round. Pressing through your feet, twisting from your center. Keep your legs the same. Unwind your upper body. Breathe in. So keep pulling your right hip back. And as you exhale, swan dive down. Keep pulling your right hip back, heart forward, and then all the way down into your pyramid pose. So forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee, navel towards your spine. Pull your right butt cheek up, up, up. Imagine there is a rope attached to your right butt cheek and it's pulling straight up towards the ceiling. Press back through the very top of your right thigh. So right where your leg meets your upper body. Sometimes I even like to take my hand into that crease and push back. So use each breath to dive a little deeper, to fold a little further. Take about 2 more rounds here. Sometimes my front leg trembles and shakes. That's a good thing. It means you met an edge. Breathe into it, soften around it. End of your next exhale, move into a standing split. So you can bend your front knee as you walk your hands forward and then float your back leg to the sky. So left leg high, lengthen. It's just like a one-legged forward fold. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, step your left foot all the way to the very back of your yoga mat, low lunge. So low lunge, left hand stays down, right arm to the sky, revolve lunge. Twist from your center, keep your legs strong. You can absolutely stay where you're at or option to turn it into a variation of revolve triangle. So you might scoot your left hand back just a little bit, focus on lifting your right butt cheek, and pressing back through the very top of your right thigh. Squeeze your inner thighs. Stay balanced on the ball of your back foot, back leg strong. Twist from your center. Use your breath. Yeah, nice, Brenda. So straighten your front leg as much as you can. And then breathe into it. Take one more round wherever you're at. Huge exhale to work your twist. End of your exhale. Nice job. You can bend your front knee, unwind, low lunge. Into 3-legged dog. Open up your right hip. So take a moment. Should feel relatively good to open your hip. Maybe lift your knee a little higher. Active through your right foot. One more in breath. As you exhale, right knee to your left elbow. Extend your right leg through. So set the outer edge of your right foot on the ground. And then see if you can pick up your left hand. Reach your left arm up, maybe reach your left arm forward, falling triangle. Lift your hips, lengthen. One more inhale. Exhale, left hand to the ground. 3-legged dog, right leg to the sky, breathe in. And then either straight to down dog or come forward and take your vinyasa however you would like. Heart lifts. And hips lift, down dog. Take a few rounds in your dog pose, or if you'd rather, grab a quick child's pose. Yeah, or maybe a little intuitive movement. Notice right side versus left side. If you're in child's pose, take one more restorative breath there. Downward facing dog. All right, inhale into your dog pose, hips super high, spine super long, push the ground away. Exhale, look forward, step or hop, top of your space. Inhale, spinal extension, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet all the way up, rise. Arms to the sky with your inhale. And then hands to your hips as you exhale. Left foot stays grounded. Step your right foot back about a foot or so. Feet on 2 train tracks or 2 skis, all 10 toes face forward. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. So already you're feeling that hugging in of your inner thighs. Arms to the sky. Feel the length in your spine and your side bodies. One more inhale. And then exhale. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward as you twist. Right arm towards the front wall, left arm to the back. Twist towards the windows. Imagine you want to open your heart to the windows. So broaden through your shoulders and your collarbones. Squeeze your inner thighs. Nice, Makai. Take one more round. Use your exhale, maybe even gaze back over your left fingertips. Keep your legs the same, but unwind your upper body. Breathe in. So your left butt cheek is still pulling back. Exhale, swan dive down. Keep pulling your left butt cheek back. And then eventually bow. Forehead towards your front shin, nose towards your front knee. Bless you. Navel towards your spine. Lift, lift, lift your left butt cheek as high as you can and press back through the very, very top of your left thigh. My hamstrings are my nemesis in my practice. So if you hate this pose, I feel you. Just let yourself be with that discomfort. Soften with each exhale. Let your front leg maybe shake a little bit. I call it the sacred tremble. It is a good thing, not a bad thing. You're working into an edge. You're working with an edge. Use your breath. Last round. Nice reach. All right, standing splits. So walk your hands forward. Float your back leg to the sky. Think of it as just a one-legged forward fold. So reaching your right leg as high as you can, spreading through your right toes perhaps. Nice work. Maybe your left arm even wraps behind your left leg. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, step your right foot all the way back, softly, low lunge. So once your right foot lands, if you need to, you can kind of adjust your legs. Twisted lunge, revolve lunge, right hand on the ground or a block, left arm to the sky. You can absolutely stay right here, or option for a variation of revolve triangle. So you may scoot your right hand back just a little bit as you start to straighten your front leg. So imagine that rope, it's pulling up on your left butt cheek. It's tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So through the very top of your left thigh, press back. Awesome, Tammy. Back leg strong, squeeze your inner thighs, twist from your center, last round. End of your exhale, let it go. Bend your front knee again. Take your left leg back and up. So 3-legged dog, open up your hip, should feel good. Take a moment, lift your left knee high, active through your left foot. Imagine there's an invisible rolled up washcloth behind your left knee and you're trying to squeeze it, wring it out. One more inhale. And then exhale, here's our fallen triangle. So left knee towards your right elbow and then extend your left leg. So your foot is aiming for the right side of the room. Outer edge comes down like you're karate kicking the ground. And then right arm lifts. You can press down into the sole of your right foot. Right arm forward, maybe heart looks up. Fallen triangle, one last big breath. End of your exhale, right hand down, left leg up, inhale. And then you choose straight to down dog or rock forward, your vinyasa, plank to chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, either down dog or child's pose. Take a moment. Feel your body, feel your breath. Open mouth size, always welcome. Next couple rounds, downward facing dog. All right. From your down dog, take your right leg to the sky, breathe in. Then exhale, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your mat, set your body down gently. Yeah, and if you know you'd rather take this on your back or in a seat, always, that is an option. Right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward, just like we do in all those other poses. Hug towards midline. Keep pulling your right hip back and even slightly up as you bow forward. And big, spacious breaths. Notice, where do you tense up without even realizing it? And if you're doing it right now on your mat, no doubt you also do it out there in the world. Start to notice, where do you hold unconscious tension? Where do you hold resistance? Where do you go when you don't want to be here? How do you distract yourself? And then just notice that without judgment and come back. Come back to the here and now. Come back to your body, the sensations inside, the emotions. Rise and fall of your breath. Take about 3 more. Open mouth size if you wanna. So anything you're holding, you no longer want to carry it, just breathe it out. Let it go. Last round. Yeah, very nice. Slowly begin a transition back to down dog. So however you want to get there, you can take it back to a 3-legged dog, shake out your right leg. Maybe you want to take it to a 3-legged tabletop, shake out your right leg, or take some circles with your right knee. Some cat cows, a vinyasa, anything that calls to you. Just kind of neutralize your body before we take the other side. And then I'm just gonna say, you find your way into pigeon on the left side. Slowly and intentionally, mindfully, and then just big, deep breath. Just a thought for you as you rest in your pigeon. It can be easier to hold on to something that is predictable and safe than to let go and trust what is truly right for you will eventually present itself. It can be easier to hold on to something that is predictable and safe than to let go and trust that what is truly right for you will eventually present itself. I think so often we're afraid to let go. We're afraid to trust. We're afraid to take those little leaps that require surrender. Feel into it here. Feel into it in your body. What does it feel like to let go and just to trust yourself for a moment, to trust the rise and fall of your breath, to trust that something greater than you will hold you. Letting go of control and just surrendering to exactly what is. How does that feel inside? How does that feel energetically? How does it feel even to think about that? And when you feel pretty much even on both sides, I'm gonna leave it up to you. Find your way back to one final down dog, or if you're already on your back and you wanna stay there and wait for us there, any movements on your back that call to you. No rush. Eventually back to one down dog and just walk it out. If there's any movements you want to take in between. One last vinyasa. A little bit of movement from hands and knees perhaps. Maybe you give your left leg a nice little shake out on this side. And then eventually just walk it out in your down dog and feel into all that space you've created in your legs and your hips and your spine. Breathe into it. Nice job, friends. If you are in down dog, one last breath. And then end of your exhale, set your knees down gently. Everybody finds your way onto your back. You can face whichever direction you like. Once you're on your back, take a nice full body stretch. So reach your arms long, your legs long. Pull yourself apart. It's like you're Stretch Armstrong. Someone's pulling on your wrist, pulling on your ankles. Take one more inhale. Exhale, draw your right knee towards your belly. And for just a moment, extend your right leg straight up towards the sky. If this feels like too much with your left leg extended forward, then bend your left knee, left foot on the ground. Yeah, grab hold behind your right thigh and press up through your right heel. Flex your toes. You can stay here. Or if you want a little bit more, you can lift your upper body and walk your hands further up the length of your leg. If you want just a little bit more, you can hover your left leg above the ground, draw your belly button down. Think forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee, navel towards your spine. Take about 2 more breaths. Try not to strain through your face or your neck, active through your feet. And then end of your second exhale, release, bend your right knee again. Supine spinal twist. So right arm out to the right, scoot your hips over to the right just a bit. Roll onto your left side. Gaze up or over your right shoulder. Big, deep belly breaths. Letting go, surrendering with each exhale, just a little more from the inside out. What does that feel like? Take about 2 more.
All the way to empty with your exhale. And then slowly come back to center. Keep your left leg extended long, but adjust so that your hips are straight down from your shoulders. So you're in alignment through your spine. And then give your right knee a big squeeze up towards your right armpit. So hands around the front of your right shin, or if that's too much, the back of your right thigh. Squeeze your right knee in and up. Heavy sandbag on top of your left leg. Take a big Buddha belly breath and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Release your right leg, full body stretch. Arms long and legs long. So as you reach your arms overhead and your legs forward, notice if your ribs lift a lot. And if that's happening, that's okay. But see if you can press down through the backs of your ribs just a little bit and feel that connection to your center, that little engagement of your transverse abdominals. Take one more big inhale, keeping your back ribs pressing down as much as you can as you reach. And then exhale, draw your left knee up towards your belly. Hands behind your left thigh. Extend your left leg up towards the sky. Press up through your heel, flex your toes. Right leg is extended and there's a heavy sandbag on top of your right thigh. If this feels like too much, bend your right knee, right foot on the ground instead. Stay where you're at and simply breathe. Breathe length into the back of your left leg. If you want a little bit more, lift your upper body and walk your hands further up your left leg. Think forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee, navel towards your spine. Option to hover your right leg about 6 to 12 inches above the ground. Make sure your core is strong. So pull your belly button down, lift your forehead up, maybe walk your hands further up. Take 2 more breaths. Try not to strain through your face or your neck. And at the end of your second exhale, release, bend your left knee, move into your supine spinal twist on this side. So scoot your hips over to the left a little bit, left arm out to the left, roll onto your right side body. Breathe down into your belly. I'll just leave it up to you. I would say probably about 2 more breaths. When you're ready, come back to center and take your wind removing pose. So left knee towards your left armpit and give your leg a big squeeze. And then from there, release, maybe one more full body stretch. Maybe both knees towards your belly. Take a gentle rock, maybe a happy baby. So give yourself about 5 to 10 rounds to move through any finishing poses of your choice. Slowly, mindfully making your way into your final relaxation. My thought for you as you move into your Shavasana, this is by Robert Adams. It says there is something within you that knows what to do. All you've got to do is surrender to it. Surrender your thoughts, your mind, your ego to the current that knows the way. It will take care of you. It will take better care of you than you can ever imagine. Every time I find myself saying, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, somebody help me, I think, actually, I do know what to do. My body knows what to do. So can you tune in? Can you surrender?
your thoughts, your ego, your insecurities, your coping mechanisms. And you really feel into what your body knows, what you know is true and right and authentic for you. We always know the answer. It's always there inside of us. For these last few moments, just let your breath be effortless. Just let your body relax. Maybe your thoughts start to become just a little more still. Your mind starts to clear just a little bit, and you can feel yourself energetically. You can feel the energy inside of you moving through you. And just notice it. Feel yourself as this wide open space. No right or wrong, no good or bad. Just energy flowing through. And surrender to it, to the flow. Shavasana.
Take a deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Just slowly start to move through fingers and toes. Bring gentle movement back into your body. And when you're ready, roll to either side, fetal position. And give yourself just one last moment, curling into yourself this nurturing pose. So letting yourself feel held, supported by the ground. Allowing your practice to really just settle in, absorb in, integrate into your body, into your being. And then use your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation facing towards the front of the room. So right back where we began our practice. And just sit up nice and tall, eyes closed. Gather your hands to your own heart. Bow your head to your own heart, acknowledging yourself for taking time out of your day to do your practice, to connect with a deeper part of you. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. Thanks so much. If you have questions, of course, feel free to ask. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks, Zoomies. You're welcome. Christine, love you, baby.